all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Hello, friends. We are here for the second stream of the Sprint Relay. Is that what we are calling it? I think that's what we're calling it.
The title is May Chaos Reign Sprint Relay Stream 2.
Yep. My internet has already been acting up this morning, so if things happen, we're rolling with it.
Well, best. It'll be fine. Positive thinking.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to introduce yourself, my lovely co-host?
Oh, thank you. I'm Anne, but sometimes I'm not Nina, and sometimes I'm Kit. Of all the people that I hear, I like to troll. I have books, but I have Maz's book. It's over there. Nope, there. I have it twice. Once so I can show the front, and once so I can show the back, because my opinion is on the back. And that's me.
I have your books. They're right. Nope, the other side. So this is my sci-fi shelf, and they're in this little side stack right there.
Oh, I love that. Thank you. Pointing is so hard with all Yeah.
You can't see my shelf on my own. Or you can see my book on my own bookshelf because it's behind my chair, but that's fine.
I'm sure you have a copy of your own book without proving it to people.
Yeah. If you don't know who I am, I'm Mars. You're on my channel. I'm 1/4 of the Chaos Queens. I wrote a book and also another book that's not available physically because it's only like 40 pages and I didn't feel like dealing with that, but there's links in the description. So I should have linked your books and it completely slipped my mind.
Everybody that's here knows and doesn't give a shit, or knows and has them, so it's fine.
That's a fair point. Let's say hello to people. Keiko is here.
Extremely fashion coming in with a boo.
The boo is a nice touch. Crystal is here, another of the Chaos Queens. Anne had to explain what Mars Ice meant backstage because I was a little bit confused, but we got this. That sounds very nice. And Kit is here, and yes, Anne is already bullying.
It's okay, so that's how I show my love.
Hello, Malin, and Cool Gamer 2. Malin wants to know how we're doing today, Anne.
Doing fantastic. I'm having a not do anything type of day. So I've been sorting beets, cuddling my dog, eating. I've been eating so much. I have so many snacks. So I'm doing great. Thank you. How are you? Call in. How are you, Maz?
I have a lot of things to do today, but I haven't done any of them yet because I only got out of bed at like 8-ish.
And it's only 9 a.m. now,
I fed the cat and everything, but I'm still chilling.
Fair.
They're not like intense things that I have to do. It's just a couple of miscellaneous things that I gotta check off my to-do list today.
Did you have a holiday too this week? Because we had Thursday off and then I had Friday off, and it was so nice. So this is practically my third weekend day.
We had this past Monday was Memorial Day for us, so a lot of people had off. I mean, I have every day off because I don't have a job, but normally my family. What was that?
So the world's so different on a holiday though compared to any regular day.
Normally for Memorial Day, I visit my parents because there's a parade in my hometown that goes down the street I live on, but we didn't this year because we moved the day before. And we're still dealing with that, so.
Yeah, fair enough.
It was still a nice time. Jacob took off, did a couple of days.
I'm not going to say it.
Malin's not doing anything days make me feel unproductive and I don't have a good time.
Oh, I hate that for you. But what do you do to like unplug and hang out? Because I feel like I've been so stressed recently that I need to not do anything. Which is also why I'm like purposely not reading, because I'm like, well, then I have a reading goal, so I don't want to do that, and I don't want to write for fun because then the goals always creep up on me, so I'm purposely not touching any of those things.
Mm-hmm. I totally feel that. Like, even doing the stuff that you enjoy, your brain will be like, but how could I make this productive as well as enjoyable?
Yes.
And then it kind of ruins it. Yeah, I've been there.
It's unfortunate that our brains work that way.
Hmm. Anne, are you making friendship bracelets?
Perhaps. And perhaps some of them are for you. But I guess you will only find out when we're in London. In July. Which is now next month because it's June. Ah. June.
Candy bar.
Somebody call in if I'm the issue or if Mars is the issue because I can't hear you.
You can't hear me at
Oh.
all?
Now I can, but when
Oh.
you I couldn't.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Oh yeah, okay. So Malin also had the issue.
Is it still gone?
No, you're fine.
Okay, because there was nothing. My cat is trying to break down my door. That was weird.
That's usual, though.
Yeah. I mean, everything was fine on my end. Like, you didn't freeze or anything, so.
Oh, you didn't either. It was just the sound, like it was very faint.
Ah. Well, that's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, you did pull up the comments so people could read what was being said, so.
Yeah. We'll go back over that though. Malin said, I think it's because I've been stressed by work, so I don't like not doing anything for me during the weekends because then it feels like work won. Like writing, reading, vlog editing, etc. They're still fun, productive for me and not for work.
And that's valid.
Mm-hmm. Happy Pride!
Woo!
This weekend, I think, is the Philly Pride like celebration. I'm pretty sure they do it the first weekend. I'm not doing anything for it, but I know my one friend is because they go every year.
Apparently, so we also have like a demonstration / parade thing in Frankfurt, which is the town closest to me. And apparently, the tax office that I work in, they have like a wagon to go in the parade for the first time ever. And I'm like, I don't know if this is the place for the tax people to go. Like, show support, that's great, but like, nobody likes us. Nobody likes us.
That's fair. I mean, hooray for being supportive, though.
Yeah, it is a good thing. We had a diversity day at work the other day, and we did like a bunch of like crafts. So we dunked like bags in colors, and then we painted bags, and we did colorful cotton candy and gave it away to people in our house. And I don't know what any of those things have to do with diversity, except that they were colorful, but it was a great time. And, you know, getting paid to make cotton candy is a great time.
Fair enough. London Pride is on the 29th, but I tend to avoid big crowded places since turning 30. Fair enough.
I've always avoided big crowds for my entire life.
Mood. New York Pride is always the last weekend of the month, too, and I went there once years ago. It was the 50th anniversary of Stonewall, and I almost got hit by a go-kart that was carrying 3 members of the Fab Five from Queer Eye and was being driven by a drag queen.
So, that sounds so wild.
That's my Pride experience.
That's exactly how Pride should be.
Mm-hmm. The tax office.
Yeah, it's wild. Go to CSD in Frankfurt and find the tax people. I'll dare you.
The gays and the taxes, a natural born match.
I mean, you could argue that for a while there, nobody liked the gays either. So we were being hated on together.
That's true.
Just in very different ways still. But, you know.
Malin did go a couple times in my 20s. Fun times. The German tax office? I can't.
Sorry. I mean, we work on a state level, so it's not German, it's just our state. There is federal ones though, but they are sucky. They mostly deal with boring stuff.
As opposed to the really interesting tax stuff.
So, see, different taxes are being handled by different offices, but as the state level, we do most of them. Like, we do income tax, we do sales tax, we do inheritance tax, we do, like, if you gift someone stuff, we do the tax on that. The things we do, like, company tax. What we don't do is car tax, because that's customs. And we don't do international sales tax. That would be the federal government. Like, all of Europe has the same sales tax, and everybody like everything that deals with that is federal level. And then non-EU people can get their sales tax reimbursed if they buy it and leave, and also the federal deals with that. So if Steve came here, bought something, he could get a sales tax back on all of that, but the federal level government will deal with that because it's boring.
Okay.
Yeah. You're welcome. I'm sorry. Just tell me to stop info dumping about taxes and I will.
It's fine. What do you say we pull up a sprint?
That sounds great. Then I can think about all my fun tax things all by myself without bothering other people with them.
I have 2 sprints prepared. We're going to do 2 longer ones because that's what I feel like doing.
Garden. I want the garden.
That is the first one I have.
I know, I saw it. Sorry.
Malin says I used to have to do my taxes in Belgium when I turned 18 and was a student, so it was like filling paperwork to say I'd earned €0.
Yeah. We don't have a general everybody has to do their taxes kind of policy here. So students don't have to do it, but sometimes they will if they work part-time and their job paid like income tax for them because they will get that reimbursed if you make under a specific threshold.
Yeah, filing taxes this year was interesting because it was the first full year that I didn't have like a real job, but I still had my income from KDP. And so I was filing it and it was $99.
It's still income.
It is.
But you wouldn't get taxed on that, right? Because it's under the taxable amount.
So I think it's like different thresholds before, like for state versus federal, but like either way, it's not nearly enough to get taxed. But Philly itself also has an income tax if you live in the city. But even that, they were like, yeah, you don't make enough for us to take anything from you.
Which is good for you. But also so much useless work.
UK is so much better, just does it for you. For once, I prefer it here.
I mean, fair enough. I think Norway does it for you too.
Must be nice.
It must be, but I mean, I'm gonna be honest, doing your taxes isn't that hard if you have nothing going on.
That's
but as
true.
soon as you want to like offset your taxes by putting in like extra things, that's where it gets hard. Just file whatever you made and then you are fine with being taxed on it. You can do that in like 10 minutes.
Taxes over the threshold, or no, yep, over the threshold of €520, and without the student money, then you have to pay taxes as a student.
Yeah.
Interesting. I should probably find out what the threshold is here for if you actually get taxed. That's something to Google later.
Even if you did, couldn't you offset it by all the costs you have to like publish the books? I don't know how it works for you, because for us, it's usually you have to put them in the year that you actually had them. But like running costs, like you could offset those.
Yeah, there's definitely what is it called?
I have no idea what it's called in English.
I know what it is, I just can't think of it, but
that's okay.
We're gonna do a sprint and not talk about taxes.
Good choice. I'm sorry.
No, it's totally fine. It's always a joy to find out whatever the topic of conversation is going to be each time we stream.
I mean, we can still make it to matter. still got plenty of time.
So this is the 40-minute garden timer made by the lovely Writing Violet. So I'm going to press play and see you guys on the other side of these 40 minutes.
Boo. Thank
And that was
you.
the end of the sprint.
Thank you for stopping it before the creepy music rolled in. Because while I love this timer, the music.
I actually have YouTube muted on my big computer because I hate, like, it always scares me when, like, the sounds go off, and I, like, it's not like I'm in a different tab, like, I can see it going, so I still know when it ends. I don't like all the sounds that people put at the end of timers. I understand their function, but it's not for me.
Honestly, it's so fair. I have an issue with people that have like typewriter noises while the timer's going. Like, those give me the ick. I'm like,
I feel that.
How
So
did
how's
you-
that for you?
I had my Mexican microwave meal, which is what I call it. I make microwave rice, dump half a can of beans over it, and then half a can of salsa, and it works. It gets the job done. And then I had snacks. What about you?
What did I do? I wrapped up all of my May stuff in my bullet journal, like putting in my playlist that I made throughout the month and all of my different social media stats and everything. And then I started working on miscellaneous YouTube stuff.
Fun.
This is very funny. Hello, Marta. Welcome.
I don't know what you mean. I'm happy to see you though.
We also had JK join us. Hello. There was a little bit of chatting going on.
What are you working on, JK? Colin?
Keiko says I'm in the zone. I have to write real quick.
You go finish that. You got it.
Malin ate lunch and watched a Sophia video where she tries TikTok cleaning products. I will have to check that out. I used to watch Sophia a lot, and then it just kind of got too much. And I'm like, I need a break from this, so I haven't watched her in a while, but that one sounds interesting. Also, share what you had for lunch.
Please do. Have you had food yet, Miles?
No, I'm gonna eat after the stream.
Promise?
I don't know what I'm gonna have yet.
What are the
Probably
options?
just a sandwich.
Nothing wrong with a good sandwich. I finally bit the bullet, and I don't have a kitchen. I have a microwave and a fridge, but I bought a air fryer and a contact to go thing, and they're coming next week, and I'm super excited.
Air fryer is a lifesaver, genuinely. You can do so much.
That's what I've heard. I'm also gonna get a rice cooker though, because I love rice, and people are judging me very harshly for eating microwave rice all the time.
I mean, I won't judge you for it, but the rice cooker is a good idea. I also have one of those.
And how did people just do kitchen things without all of these cool machines though?
I don't cook a lot myself, so I have no answer. And Marta finished thumbnail, got my MCR video uploaded, yay!
Woo! Who is doing the next stream?
Crystal.
But
And
we
then-
still have some time, obviously.
Yeah. And then Violet's got the last one, which is gonna be a time.
You all will be there, right? For that one?
Got hubby to make coffee, got pissed off at OBS, and just sat here. Fair enough. I did see you were having sound issues. I feel like that's something a lot of people have been dealing with lately, from what I've heard.
Yeah. And are you really using OBS if you're not mad at OBS? I don't think so.
True. Honestly, great video. She did proper little lab sciencey tests to check if the gadgets worked.
I love Sophia. She puts in all the effort.
Mm-hmm. I like the ones where she like mixes all of the stuff together.
Oh, yeah,
Those
the
are
Frankenstein.
so interesting to watch.
I just like you, I've just been a little burnt out on just general YouTube. Like, I barely go and watch anything. I haven't been in the author space for like months.
That's fair. See, I didn't have Wi-Fi for like 4 days when we moved in because the Wi-Fi wasn't working and they couldn't send a guy out immediately. So I felt starved for content the past couple of days. I'm like, give me all of the YouTube.
Fair. It feels criminal to not have internet for 4 days, honestly.
I mean, it was nice because then it forced me to actually like unpack a bunch of stuff, but also I couldn't even listen to music while doing it.
That is criminal.
Malin's lining up Marta's vlog for the next sprint. JK wants to know how we're doing, what we're working on. I think we're both just vibing.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna start journaling in the next sprint. I haven't done that in months, but I feel like I really like the whole having a calendar set up, like that's physical as opposed to my phone calendar, because I always feel like stuff's missing from my phone calendar, even though I put everything in. So I'll probably be doing that.
I feel that. I like having the physical version of things too. It just makes more sense in my head and like when I can actually cross things off of to-do lists or like write in what I'm doing each day.
See, the family resemblance is there to know how our brains are messed up.
Mm-hmm. And JK is working on the second round of revisions for Project Sugar and Spice, and also the revisions outline made for the book, where I keep track of revisions I make for the previous draft.
Good job.
Fair enough. Hello, Rebecca. Welcome. Yeah, I could have brought up the record player, but these stairs are so steep. I have to like hold onto the railing on both sides, going up and down them, and I'm like, I don't want to try and carry all this stuff up here.
Fair. That's something you'll get used to, though, right?
Yeah, I'm already doing better with it. It's just, I don't know, man. Philly stairs are so steep for no reason.
Just put like a mattress at the end of them, so if you fall, at least you fall comfy.
It's a good idea. I am not Marta and did not prepare any specific questions to chat about.
That is perfectly fine. We don't need questions. We can just embrace the chaos. What are you thinking about right now?
I'm still thinking about taxes because I was going to Google what the threshold number was in the United States and I didn't do that, so I'm still thinking about it.
That's okay. Well, I'm thinking about Duolingo giving me a pop-up message being like, oh, you don't want to lose your first spot in your league. And I immediately panic and go over to the app only to see I have 500 XP more than the next person behind me. Like, there's no reason for them to send me that message other than to freak me out. And I'm just like, my dudes, what do you want from me?
Duolingo is so rude.
Honestly. And it'll be like, last reminder, you didn't do your duo for the day, and it's like 10 p.m. and I know they're going to send me 3 more. Like, they are such gaslighting assholes. I'm sorry.
They're very funny on social media, though. There's a band that I listen to called Bears and Trees. I don't know if you've heard of them.
No.
They do, like, emo-y, punkish kind of music. They posted, I don't even remember what it was. It was like a TikTok that they reposted to Tumblr, and it was fictional people we think we could take in fights, and one of them was the Duolingo owl. And
Nobody
then the Duolingo Tumblr account was like, you think? And they were just beefing for, like, the funniest reason.
Honestly, Duo has such a good. They also did like 2 posts that were related to Taylor Swift albums. Because Violet keeps sending them to one of our group chats and being like, oh man, whoever's working for the Duo, like, social media, like, they have it figured out. And I'm like, yeah, they do.
Also, they used a Chapel Roan Good Luck Babe with the, I don't know her name, the character with the purple hair.
The character with the purple hair. The one character with the purple hair?
I don't know.
Give me a little bit more context.
I don't know the Duolingo girl with the purple hair. I don't know her name.
Oh. Do they have names?
I know when they do, like, the stories and stuff, they do.
Huh. I do not remember the purple-haired girl's name. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm a bad Google person.
But it was the mascot of her, like, sobbing, listening to sad gay music, and I'm like, you get me.
Look at this. Duo was clowning that we would get Reputation, Taylor's version, in February.
That's so funny.
Yeah, how can we not love them?
Hmm.
Oh, there's the purple girl. No sound. Stop, stop. Lily. Her name's Lily,
Okay,
I think.
sure.
Apparently there's a Duo store. What? I
Interesting.
need to know what's Match Duolingo is selling. Apparently Duolingo is the new topic. I'm sorry. What are you learning again?
I haven't used Duolingo in so long because I hit the like 1 year mark of the streak and got that achievement, and I'm like, I've peaked. I don't need this.
They have butt briefs that extenuate your butt.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. I mean, honestly, I love the beanie. It's just a dark green beanie. You can't go wrong with that. Like, that's cute.
Hmm.
But then they also have a mask. That's just the owl.
No, thank you.
This is creepy as fuck. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
They have a bunch of Lily merch, though, if you're interested.
Nice. Malin says, I hate Duolingo because of the whole chart thing. It made me unnecessarily competitive, and I was like, I gotta stop using it because it's become toxic.
I hate that.
Marta agrees. It's not fun if I'm stressed about some random person kicking me off the chart. And it's definitely Duolingo's fault and not my own inability to deal with with not being the best at something.
Oh no, I want to send the hug emoji.
Oh, Marta.
See, it's not really the leaks that stress me. I couldn't care less. It's my own will. I committed to being able to fluently speak French and Norwegian by the end of next year. And now I'm stressed because I'm like, is that even realistic? Like, obviously, you can't be completely fluent with just doing Duolingo. So I'm like, how do I substitute this? Because in French, I can read books. My French is good enough for that, but my Norwegian is not. So
Make Steek talk to you in Norwegian.
sometimes I do. And sometimes I talk French to Malin or Estelle, which is interesting. Everybody's so nice about it, but I'm just like, give me a simple sentence. No hard words. Just, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's also kind of why I stopped using Duolingo, because I was using it for Italian, which I studied for like 5 years in school. But then once I was out of school, I wasn't like using it in the day to day world.
Yeah.
And so there was no point in really continuing it because I wasn't retaining any of the information. And I was also using it for Korean, but I had to stop doing that because it's not good for like grammar and like sentence structure and stuff. I feel like is where Duolingo really fails. It's more for like vocabulary.
Well, if you only use the app, I agree. Apparently, the website's really good for grammar, but I just don't feel like using an app and the website at the same time.
See,
Like,
I only used the website. I didn't use the app.
Really?
But
Interesting.
well, apparently Malin tried the Korean one because I wanted to watch shows without looking up all the time while I eat. Fair enough. There's this account that I've been following on like Instagram and YouTube for years now called Talk to Me in Korean, and they're a Korean language learning thing. And I would love to do their like course because it seems very comprehensive and it has a more involved way of learning. But the like stuff, I don't know like what you would call it. The resources are so expensive because you have to get like the textbook and the workbook and pay for the online course, and I'm like and Malin was about to recommend they have amazing workbooks. Yeah, I don't have that money.
And that's valid. My mom used to do Babbel, which is significantly harder than Duolingo. And she was like, this is so good because it explains everything to you. And I'm like, well, Duo explains nothing to me. I'm just vibing.
Mm-hmm. Rebecca is on a 722-day Duolingo streak, and that is my sole claim to fame. Honestly, amazing.
Yeah, that's like 2 years.
Yeah, something like that. I am in awe.
That is amazing. What are you learning? Colin. I'm also so undecided. So I'm learning French and Norwegian as my main languages, but then I'm also dabbling in Spanish, Esperanto, and Latin.
That's
I'm
so
like-
many.
Yeah, I need to stop. I need to calm down.
Oh, am I back?
Yes, you were frozen
Okay.
there, but you just moved. Welcome back.
Yeah, I saw my Wi-Fi dipped a little bit.
You were
Um,
frozen, and it was kind of like a really good resting face. I was like, are they just like in deep concentration reading something? Or no?
well, I'm glad it wasn't embarrassing at least. I tried to do German on Duolingo when
Ooh,
I was in college because I took a course on German fairy tales and then we went to Germany at the end of the semester. And it was fun while I was like doing that, but then as soon as I got back from Germany, I'm like, well, I don't need this anymore.
honestly, so for kids learning German, and he's been doing real well. And I mean, Kelly obviously also is. I think there was somebody else, but there's a bunch of people now, and I'm just like, well, if you have questions, ask me. But I don't know how to explain the grammar shit to you. Like I can tell you how it is, but not why it is. You know?
hmm I would love to speak German because I do have a lot of German family and like my mom speaks German, but my mom is also like so linguistically inclined in a way that I'm not. Like she can
Mm,
teach herself languages and like get them. Like she taught herself German and French when she was younger and
wow,
like still knows them even though she doesn't really use them that often and I'm like how?
that is super cool.
That is not a skill that I
Could she
inherited.
teach you though?
What was that?
Could she teach you though?
I mean, theoretically, but I don't think either of us have the time or energy for that.
Fair.
Marta tried to learn Esperanto once. Then my mom found out and I got yelled at.
Why?
Then I got free French lessons as a compromise.
French and Esperanto are not that similar though. It's more like Spanish.
Thank you. I bought that lamp 2 years ago when I was moving apartments that year. There was like a little gap between when I had to move out and when I could move into the next one. So I was sleeping on a friend's couch for 2 weeks, and that friend wanted to go thrift shopping, and I found it, and it was $12.
That's a steal. Does it work?
It does. I don't have light bulbs for it yet because it takes like the skinny tall light bulbs,
Hmm.
so I have to actually buy them. But it works.
I am so embarrassed to admit this, but while we're here, I have 5 light bulbs in my bathroom, and one after one they started breaking, and now there's no light in my bathroom because I haven't replaced any
That's sad.
of them. Yeah, that's a time in German, a specific time, and I can't even tell you when exactly this is supposed to happen because I think it's would have could have happened type of thing. It's very complicated, and I, as a German, don't understand. So, but Kiko's also German, so
Yeah.
explain that to us if you can.
Rebecca's fluent in Spanish already, grew up in South America, but always wanted to learn French, so Duolingo's been fun just to learn new words.
That's fair. I feel like it's reasonably similarly structured to how school would teach you things in terms of when to give you what type of vocabulary. Like I just finished the color lesson, and we also had that like a little bit in, but not too far into actually learning French in school. So it's doing its thing.
Damn, maybe I will start back up on Duolingo.
Do it.
I might. Apparently, it's not a real language, and stop wasting your time.
That is not true. Hundreds of thousands of people speak Esperanto. It's a good language. And if you already speak Spanish, apparently it's very easy to learn because it's very similar. It's pretty much a mix of Spanish and Latin from what I gather. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think so too.
I think. When I was living in Japan, don't go dark, laptop. Stay open. When I was living in Japan, my boyfriend was in the UK alone. The living room light broke, and it took for me coming back from Japan 4 months later and asking him to fix it for him to fix it.
Yeah, that's me. I just took a small lamp and put it on like the stand, like the little table in the bathroom, and I just used that.
That's fair.
It works.
It's weird because like he's still the one that fixed it. He could have done it much sooner.
See, but I don't think it's worth for me to fix it for me to have light. But I had a friend come over the other day and I was so embarrassed that he had to use the bathroom in the dark. And now I feel inclined to fix it next time before somebody comes over, just so I don't have to explain to them why my toilet seat is broken. One of my sinks is used to wash my dishes in, and I don't have light in the bathroom. Because that's just a lot going on for one room that also houses my spider. And
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Can I get a little more about all of that, please?
So, my bathroom, when I first moved in, the toilet seat was broken. And it's kind of like not just not attached at the back, but it's like literally broken in half in the back. And now it doesn't lay on properly. So, if you lean too much in either one direction, you will fall in that direction, which is not great. But here's the problem: my bathroom is brown, like a deep, dark brown. And I haven't been able to find a toilet seat in that brown. And I am not yet ready to commit to. I'm fine. I'm not ready to commit to a non-brown colored toilet seat, so I'm just using the broken one. Yeah, it's just it's split. Like it's still fine. Yes, but not brown ones.
I understand the struggle.
Yeah, I really should fix it. But see, I could live with like two of these being an issue, and then I have two sinks. One of them is my bathroom sink, and one of them is my kitchen sink. Because in the room that I'm using as my kitchen, there's no sink. Naturally, one of these is my kitchen sink. But I also tend to procrastinate on doing dishes, so they just pile up in that sink until they fall over, and then I have to do them. And then I had a spider problem, so I catch my spiders. And now I just have one because I kind of make them fight. Because I was annoyed at having like different spider glasses. So I just have one, and when I find one, I put them in the same one, and then just one of them survives, basically. And
this
then
is fascinating.
Thank you. And the lights, so there's two on the mirror, and those broke after we had a blackout. Like all the electricity was gone. I tried to turn them on, they wouldn't turn on. So I think that broke both of them. And then in the ceiling, there's like 3 bulbs in the light, and they broke literally one by one. I watched it, and when the second to last one broke, I was like, I should really figure out what size light bulbs I need to put in there before the next one breaks. Did I? No. Here we are.
That can be your project for the month is fix the light bulbs.
But I also need light in my bedroom because my bedroom doesn't have a ceiling light. It has the like thing that you would use to turn it on and off, but it actually doesn't have a light. Like there's no outlet, no nothing in the ceiling. So I just used like a little standing light. But want to guess what happened to that one? Yeah, the light broke on that one too. It's okay.
It's like a struggle.
My life is a struggle, but it's okay. It seems entertaining to other people, so.
About Esperanto, yeah, but no one really speaks it.
I would speak it with
one
Mata.
high school teacher I had.
Oh, really?
Interesting. It's the only person I ever met who did.
I would speak it with Marta if we both committed to learning it.
Do not give Marta any new hobbies. She has so many.
Fair, but people also shouldn't give me more languages to learn. Because 2 should really be the limit for at any one given time.
That's fair. Apparently Keiko had a green toilet. Interesting.
See, even for a brown bathroom, my bathroom is not that bad, but every time you want to exchange something, you can't find anything that matches, ever. And that's, I think, the annoying part.
I mean, I'm not one to judge. The toilet seat and toilet color in my last flat didn't match, which was already a problem when we moved in. But it worked, so I never bothered fixing it.
See, I'd rather have a broken toilet seat than one that doesn't match the color.
That says a lot about you, but I understand.
Thank you.
I think my calendar's full for the next 3 years, but I'll check in with you in 2027.
That's great. I will be fluent in Norwegian and French by then, so I need new languages anyway.
Just use a white one. People shouldn't complain when they visit.
Oh, people never complain. Nobody does. Sometimes someone comes over and they're like, is there a spider in your bathroom? And I'll be like, yeah. And they look at me expectantly like they want me to tell them more, and I don't.
Does the spider have a name?
No, do you want to name it? I used to name them, but then they died, so. I didn't bother.
We'll let the chat come up with a name. I've seen colored toilets. I've never had one though. They've always been white or like off-white cream color.
That's fair. I'm assuming it was the same for you, but like in the 60s to 80s, colored rooms were a thing, green or yellow or brown, and then bathrooms would be in that color. And
Mm-hmm.
it's great. I love it so much. Hmm.
My parents' bathroom, it has a white toilet, but like the floor tiles and the wallpaper and everything is red and blue. And it's so interesting. It's like a dark red and a light blue.
Hmm. That does walk well in my mind, but maybe
It
I'm.
looks better than it sounds. Like the shades used, it's still a strange combination, but oh gosh, so many comments.
Yes. The brown and the green bathrooms, man. They're everywhere.
But with grandma patterns.
Those are the worst. Ugh. Yeah, I'm sorry to bring up this trauma for you, Kiko.
On that note, do we want to do a second sprint?
I mean, we can.
I feel like we need to do more than one sprint in the stream.
Do we though? Do we really? There's so many interesting topics we haven't even touched on.
Yeah, I know. We've gone from taxes to Duolingo to toilets.
I think that's a great range. Everybody identifies with one of those three things, no?
That's fair.
Correct.
I do make the rules. I am in charge here. I have my favorite timer, which is the bees.
Oh, the bees is the one of the best. The bees, the gays, and the lavender haze.
Yeah, haven't done that combo in a while. Should bring that back.
You totally should. It's so good.
I think this is Crystal not so subtly inviting you to join on her stream.
Thank you. Are you next? Yes, you are next. No? Yes.
Yeah, so she would be in about an hour because there's a half-hour break between streams.
Great, then I just have to invite myself onto Marta's stream, and I've been on all the streams.
Well, Marta already did it.
Oh, damn. Oh, yeah. That's unfortunate. I have to time travel back.
Good luck with that.
Thank you. I will figure that out in the next 35 minutes.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'll start the bees. See you guys at the end of the sprint. Boo. That was the end of our second sprint.
Boo. Hi, sorry. I was not here.
I was confused because it was at 30 seconds, and then I looked away, and then I looked up, and I thought it was only going to be like 2 seconds later, but it said 10 seconds left, and I'm like, oh my god. So I was a little panicked at the end there, but that's fine.
I mean, going over the sprint like a couple of seconds is really not that bad either. So.
That's fair. How was your sprinting?
I'm journaling.
Ooh, that's so cute.
Thank you. I think this is my third journal spread this year. January was blue, and I had my fuck duck. It's a duck that says fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And then March was green, and just planty. And
That's
now
so
we're
cute.
doing. Thank you. I never keep up with them, but they're always fun to make. So I'm gonna make this and then my monthly overview page, and then I'll be done. Probably.
That's fair.
Thank you. What did you do?
I finished the YouTube short that I was making, and then I started watching Marta's vlog.
Ooh, fun. Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what else were you supposed to say?
But also, it is just really good. I love Marta's vlog so much. And go into the comments. Kiko forgot to update us. The 720 in the sprint before, and then 365 this time. Killing it. So many words. Malin had a great story about finding a baby bird, and then the parents came by to feed the baby.
Oh, I love that.
Anyway, that's it. I got distracted. And there's a picture in the Discord, so I'll be very happy to look at that after the stream ends. Crystal re-recorded the update video. I'm very happy for you. Also, garlic bread in the oven.
Ooh.
I'm so jealous.
I'm already ready to eat again. It is that time of the month. I feel like I'm always eating. Like literally, I get up, I eat for the entire day, and then I go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm excited to eat for the first time once we end the stream.
That is more than fair. We should do that.
He goes at 2182 so far, and halfway through the chapter, maybe.
Look at you. That is amazing.
Mm-hmm. I'm very happy for you, Kiko. The goddamn good thing about fanfic is you have no restriction on words.
I mean, you don't have to restrict your words in other writing either, but
Mm-hmm.
at least not if you're just writing it for yourself. If you write it to publish, that's a different story.
Yeah. And that brings us to the 2-hour mark. Do we have anything else to say? Any closing remarks?
No, I think we had a good collection of topics to talk about. It was great to hang out with you. Nobody died.
Nobody died. Crystal will be streaming at 11:30. If you've got the playlist going, then it should take you there. Then we have Violet's at normal Chaos Queen time. Hello, Laura. Welcome. And also goodbye. Hope to see you in the chat of Crystal's stream. That has been this iteration of the sprint relay, and I'm going to click all the buttons.
Thanks for having me.
Bye!
I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they don't let me down. I always fought just to win.